Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's wave count remains unchanged. The scenario did not fail that we had on the chart here, and we remain focused on higher. However, Bitcoin hovers just below resistance and it really needs to push through here, through the resistance area, through this descending trend line that I did highlight to you in the previous video. We are going to take a look first at different scenarios on the larger time frame, and then we zoom in and take a look at the more imminent scenario. I'm getting more and more cautious about a larger drop. Ideally, it doesn't happen, and it is nothing I primarily follow at this stage, but it's something I'm very cautious about.
But before we dive deeper into the analysis, first a few words about the sponsor of today's Bitcoin video, Chartprime. Chartprime is a service that provides specific TradingView indicators. There are 5 specific and unique indicators that you can only get through Chartprime if you sign up to one of their plans. These are based on quite complex algorithms and formulas and can be helpful in identifying trade setups, which means they can provide additional signals that could support your trading. Indicators can, for example, also be useful to support Elliott Wave counts to give more confidence. Of course, you don't need to apply Elliott Wave to use Chartprime, and the combination of their indicators alone can provide trade setups and signals as well. They currently offer a 30% limited time discount, so if you are interested in this, check it out. Of course, bear in mind that no indicator works 100% of the time. Here's an example of the Bitcoin chart with one of the range indicators. This indicator combines various indicators in itself, so you can adjust it to your needs, but it basically shows your range resistances, different support resistance levels based on different time frames, and it categorizes them based on their relevance. And this indicator provides you with dynamic support and resistance bands to which the price is reacting. And if you're interested in checking it out, make sure that you use the link in the video description and on their website. You can also read through testimonials and you can join their Discord community, which you can join in case you have any questions about how to use those indicators.
Risk management always needs to be on our radar, however confident we are about a wave count or something, because in the end, also the Elliott waves simply cannot predict the future. We can make assumptions based on current wave counts, and if the wave count plays out, Elliott Wave is super accurate in giving us support levels and resistance levels, but it cannot predict the future. Which means if one condition fails, for example, a support area, if that breaks and fails, we know that we are in an alternative count. That's the advantage of Elliott Wave, that it always immediately gives us a plan B. We then know exactly, okay, it's not this one, it's most likely the other one. So from that point of view, it's super helpful to navigate this complex market with all the different scenarios. And we always need to be on our toes, especially in this current time where we start to see bearish divergences on the Bitcoin chart. And where we are still in a larger trend reversal, possibly from a bear market into a bull market, or at least into an extended bear market rally. Trend reversals are super difficult to trade and to analyze. And you see that in the chart, there's a lot of choppy price action at the moment, and it's just hard. So anybody, I just say it in nearly every video now, anybody who's got like 50% profits now, 60-70% profits, who bought maybe in the trend reversal area here, or maybe bought in the bear market, just needs to consider that prices can come down quite a bit if micro support is failing. And that might mean some risk management. Okay, so you might need to think about, okay, do you want to take some profits? Not everything, maybe some profits, and things like that. Just consider that. But at the moment, I'm still primarily focused on the upside, and my primary count at the moment, that's the one I follow primarily, is that we bottomed here in November, that we rallied in a 5-wave move in a wave 1 to February. We came down in a wave 2. This here is a 3rd wave rally still in the making. Then there will be a 4 and a 5. This 3rd wave rally could get into the region between 35 to 45k, ideally. But there are other scenarios. So what happens if our micro support level fails, which we're going to talk about when we zoom in a minute? What are other possibilities? Well, there's one more I have on the radar, This also assumes we rallied in 5 waves of the November low in a wave 1. We came down in a wave 2, but the structures here are different. Yeah, the structures here are different, and it's a count that would allow for a deeper retracement, sort of into the region around, 27 here, 27.8K roughly, 27.7. That's why I've got this support area here. Yeah, but what would that count be? Let me just show you. So it would be a count where also we've got our 1-2 setup here, unchanged, and it actually is the same count that we have here in yellow, but the subdivisions are different. Okay, the subdivisions are different. The subdivisions are basically a leading diagonal. So we would have something like a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, with one more high to come in a wave 5, but then this would not be part of a higher degree third wave. It would just be another wave 1, and we would fall down in a wave 2, yeah, and then rally. So it would just be a bit of a deeper retracement, but the good thing is it shouldn't drop too much in this scenario. We should still hold the 27.8K level and then rally higher in the third wave of a third. So it's not a different count, it's just on the lower time frame, a different scenario within our main assumption. So that's one count. And again, I don't want to confuse you, but just to show you some counts I follow, because I can't show you these in every video. It would just confuse people. But then it's worth bringing them up from time to time to sensitize people, make people sensitive towards these different scenarios. You know? Now, another scenario which unfortunately is possible is the bearish count, which would indicate that off the November low, we didn't rally in a wave 1. It was actually an A wave, highlighted here in red. This here a B wave, and we're now moving up in a C wave, and that could nearly be topped. That could nearly top. And if we break down at any point here in the current price region, if we break support, that could take us down to new lows, because it could be a C wave, an early C wave top. We could come down in 5 waves. That would be the bearish perspective that I already outlined in previous videos. There are different bearish counts, to be honest, but that would be a possibility. Even in this scenario, ideally, I would like it to push a little higher. Okay, so that's why I shared on Telegram and Discord earlier that anybody who's in nice profits, and everybody here should be on this channel. I mean, there's no way you're at a loss really with Bitcoin at the moment, because it really is at a I don't know how many week high, right? So but it just is worth, if it pushes a little higher, maybe, or again, considering some profit taking, maybe. Now everybody has to decide that for themselves, what it means in their portfolio. But how could that C wave top look like? I mean, we could say we had a small 1-2 setup down here. Then we had a third wave here a fourth wave, and then this is basically a fifth wave. I don't like that. And again, the fifth wave would be a diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With one more high maybe into the 32, 33K region. I don't like the proportions of it, but it's a valid count. And then we could come down. Yeah. But again, there are various possibilities, and I have these all on the radar, or at least most of them. I just don't show you them all the time. I show you the most likely ones, and if support levels break, another one might become more likely, and then I bring them up. But it's worth showing them sometimes to you. Hopefully that's helpful from a risk management point of view, because too many people forget about risk management. Okay, but ideally, primarily, we are focused here on the upside further, directly in the direct escalation breakout count. And to be honest, there's no way of knowing the difference between these different bullish counts at the moment. It's just, we need to monitor support levels. And if we break below the intraday low here, well, the 29.1K level, it means that we are coming back into one of these alternative counts. Now we talk about that when we get to it. At the moment, the idea is that we rallied here possibly already in the first wave of the fifth wave. I won't label it now, or maybe I do. Because we have a possible 5-wave move up off the low in a wave 1. Could now come down in a wave 2, rally in a 3, 4, 5. Not much has happened here on the lower time frame in comparison to my previous video. Here in this wave 2, we need to hold the 29.4K level, the lower boundary of the support box. And also of this 1-2 setup, it's the 78.6 retracement. If we break below that, it would increase chances that we're coming down maybe after an early C wave top, or an early wave 1, and then we come down to 27.8K next. Okay, with high probability. And that will be our next pivot, the next decision point between a bullish scenario and a much deeper drop. But for now, I am focused on further upside, as long as we're holding support. As I warned you, at some point these support areas will break. They've been holding for, I don't know, many weeks now, a couple of months, especially in that high consolidation region. I don't have them on the chart anymore, but all of this was support. Yeah, they all did hold various profitable trades for anybody who trades this or who traded these. Now here's another one. At some point they will break because it's like a trend line. At some point the scenario will break, right? So what I see here, this could become some kind of an inverse head and shoulders. It's nearly too obvious. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is but it's nearly too obvious really. And then a break to the upside would be ideal. But that's sort of what I'm watching at the moment. Resistance should be clear, target should be clear, invalidation point should be clear. You should have all the relevant information and alternative counts. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.